Hi, everybody. I told you a while back that I was going to be giving you some different advice from my book, Bits of Joy. It's 150 ideas that will help you to keep joy in your life, to be a more joyful person. And, some of it has to do with being at home, and other times it's at work. And so I picked a couple from the chapters from, how to keep, joy in your life at work. And on page 107, it talks about internal dialogue. And I think that's so important because what you say to yourself is oftentimes more important than what other people say to you or about you. Because we plant seeds when we talk about ourselves. Like, you look in the mirror and you say, "Oh, I'm so short," or my hair's too thin, or my hips are too big, or whatever. Um, or if somebody asked you to teach a class at work and your internal dialogue was, "Oh my gosh, I am so scared to stand in front of a group and talk," or "I don't have what it takes," or "I'm not as good as so-and-so." When you tell yourself those things, you're giving your mind is giving your body instructions that if that's the way you feel, then you're going to be fearful when you get up there and try, or it's going to convince you not even to try. So your internal dialogue is really, really important. You need to start saying positive things to yourself. I am a firm believer of, I write things down on a piece of paper and read them to myself. If I'm trying to lose weight, or if I'm trying to get my book done or something like that, I'll write. Like right now, I'm in the midst of writing a book, and it's difficult because it's different from anything I've ever written. So I had to write myself some positive affirmations, and I just read them before I go to bed at night. That says, "You love to write. You are a good writer. People love to read what you write." Um, Things like that. Like you set aside time to make sure you write. You're becoming more and more creative every day. Now, I have to tell you something funny. One time I was talking to my mother about positive affirmations, and I was reading her some positive affirmations that I was reading to myself. And she said, "Well, that sounds awful conceited to me." I said, "Mom, that's the whole idea. I'm not a great writer yet, but I want to be. So I want to put those seeds into my brain." So don't misunderstand this. When you write a positive affirmation, or when you talk to yourself with your internal dialogue, talk to yourself as if you already are what you want to be. So like if your boss says to you, or if you're the boss and you have to address a crowd, but you're scared, then just every night before you go to bed, you say, "I'm a great speaker. People like to listen to me speak. I have things I need to say. I'm creative," whatever. And it gives you that courage to do what you are called to do. So, yeah, you have to be prepared, but inner dialogue is so, so important. So that's my little bit of joy. If you're prepared for whatever it is you're doing, because you have talked to yourself enough to build yourself up to be the very best that you could be, then it's going to be perfect. Inner dialogue.